for you. So we're now gonna shift gears a little bit. And now this next gift, I think, is likely a gift for yourself or maybe for somebody very, very important to you. We're gonna shift gears a little bit because this is a gift of talking about how to, well, when it comes to hair loss, it's not something that many of us wanna talk about because we think that there's nothing that we can do. And whether it's a woman who your hair is starting to thin, or whether it's the gentleman, you're starting to see that, that recession that you know is coming, there is a way for you to help to treat it. It's from Capillus. We're gonna give you all the details, but first I want you to listen to somebody here at HSN you know for his hair, Martino Cartier.
My name is Martino Cartier, celebrity stylist. When I turned 40 years old, I noticed my hairline was really starting to thin and I was starting to panic. So I found a hair restoration surgeon, world-renowned guy, right here in Florida. So I went to him and I had the transplant. I spent a lot of money and he told me, you really should protect your investment. And by doing that, I want you to get this Capillus laser cap. And what it's gonna do, it's gonna stop the hair from falling out that you already had with the surgery. Plus, it's gonna help other hair come in thicker and more fuller, like when you were younger. Being a celebrity stylist, I have access to the best of the best. So if I choose Capillus, you should too. FDA approved, clinical results, you're gonna love your hair.
That's right, love your hair and help to keep it the most that you can. So this is it. This is all of that technology, all of the lasers. This is FDA cleared for laser hair therapy. And it looks like a baseball cap, but inside you've got all of the lasers, the most that you've been able to get, especially at a price like this. Now, our regular HSN price is just about $2,000. We took about $300 off the price. And that's to give you a chance to go ahead and try it. Now, there are a lot of questions when it comes to, is it gonna work for me? What about my kind of hair loss? So we brought in the expert, and his name is Barry Pintar. And Barry, thank you for being here this evening.
I love being here, thank you.
I know, because you know what, this is an issue that a lot of people deal with.
It's huge, it's huge. You know, you said hair loss is not something we always want to talk about, but it is something I know that we obsess about. I've sat with thousands of men and women throughout my career, known as a hair loss expert. I was your first point of contact when you were freaking out about losing your hair. And let's face it, that was happened. Look at me. I'm gonna explain what happened to me and where I am and who this works for and who it doesn't work for. But when you're losing your hair or have lost your hair, it's never not on your mind. We change our clothes, we change our makeup, we change everything. This is with you forever. That is why it is so amazing that medical technology has advanced in the last 10 years where we can say we have a professional grade 202 laser medical grade product that can help stop hair loss and help cause hair regrowth. And that FDA cleared thing is huge because that means the FDA says this will help stop hair loss and help cause hair regrowth. Look at this before and after. And excuse me, I'm losing my voice. I apologize. It's that time of the year.
It's kind of late, yeah.
Look how amazing that is. I mean, come on, that's a guy named Daniel. In 6 months, now remember, someone like Daniel would come into me and say, hey, how can I stop my hair from falling out? I would be able to tell him, we can not only stop your hair from falling out, we can actually cause regrowth, help to cause regrowth. And there it is, the proof's in the pudding.
And that was 6 months. He wore, literally he wore this cap once a day.
Once a day for 6 minutes a day. Now, okay, so this is Yvonne, okay? Ladies, this is a typical pattern of how your hair thins. And by the way, I'm gonna talk about the only medical solutions out there for you. So hopefully we're gonna be able to really educate you here. But look what happened to her in 12 months. Look how that part has filled in. Look at how healthy the sides are. Look at the bangs, look at the back. That is amazing that this is really within the last 10 years that we actually have medical solutions to hair loss.
And this is something that you use, but you don't have to repurchase. It's a one-time purchase. Unlike a lot of treatments that are on the market that you buy them and you're gonna be buying them for the rest of your life.
So let's talk about that, because it's so important. When I sat with folks, one of the first things I wanted to do with them is to explain exactly what your options are, because it's interesting. Some people think there are nothing. There's nothing you can do, you're gonna lose your hair.
Right.
Not true.
Okay.
Some people think there are tens or hundreds of things. This shampoo, that pill, not true.
Okay.
So here's the truth.
Okay.
For ladies, there are 3 things.
Okay.
Okay? Ladies, there are 3 things that the medical community recognizes that you can do to help stop hair loss, help cause hair regrowth. One is a topical, okay, known as minoxidil, the generic name.
Right.
It's awesome. It's a medical community recognizes it. I recognize it. You have to put it on and leave it on twice a day for the rest of your life.
Wow.
If you can do it, great. It's repackaged and rebranded every year by many different companies called many different things. You still see it all over TV. Again, I'm not going to talk smack on it, for lack of a better word, because the medical community recognizes it. The second thing is known as PRP, or platelet-rich plasma, which you go to the doctor's office and get injections into your scalp for the rest of your life.
Oh my goodness.
Painful and costly.
Oh my goodness.
The third thing is what's known as low-level laser therapy. FDA cleared medical device that you own. You buy it once, you wear it 6 minutes once a day, and you saw the before and afters.
And okay, wait a minute. I buy it one time.
Yep.
I'm not having to pay for it over and over. I'm not having to refill anything. I put it on for 6 minutes.
Yep.
And I don't have to think about it again. And I can share it. So if it's gonna be for you and your spouse, you and your, maybe you've got adult kids who are really starting to see that thinning as well, this is something that you can use in the household. And you never have to repurchase it, because there are 202 lasers in here that will last how many years?
Okay, so the lasers will last 83 years. Isn't that exciting? These are not light bulbs. These are medical grade. I'll get very specific for you. Class 3R, the same lasers that are used in hospitals for wound healing to help burn victims heal more quickly. In this case, what they're doing, and we have animation that can show you, it's amazing. In this case, what they're doing is they are reaching down to your follicle. So check this out. This is what a follicle, a lot of people call it a root.
Okay.
When you're losing your hair, see how it's getting smaller and the hair's getting smaller? Your hair doesn't really fall out. The follicle actually dies until it's completely gone.
Okay.
Okay? So what the medical community wants to do is catch it before it dies and bring it back to full life. It's called miniaturization. So we have a healthy follicle. It gets smaller and smaller and smaller, actually rises to the top. When it's dead, it's gone. That's complete baldness. We want to catch that follicle before it dies and bring it back to full life, to full healthy hair, which is why in those before and afters, it looked like Daniel didn't only stop losing his hair, he has more hair. The reality is what we did is we took those tiny, baby fine hairs and made them stronger and healthier. Can I talk about the elephant in the room?
Yes, please.
What's up with this? Seriously.
Yeah.
I get it. I sat with you. I get it. You're like, dude, where's your hair? Okay. So let me be honest, okay? This technology was not available when I was 21 years old losing my hair. Talk about a drag. Super
so it
bummer.
started when you were 21.
Oh yeah, I started losing my hair when I was 21. So, however, doctors will say, because there's a medical chart and we can look at them, that I'm what's known as a class 7 guy. I'm a horseshoe guy. I should be totally bald. But because of technology available today, including this, I have hair on my head. That's amazing. Right? So who is this for, okay? There has to be a follicle to treat. If you're shiny bald, see these guys at the bottom, 7?
Very bottom,
and
yes.
See, this is called the Norwood scale. If you're shiny bald and there's no follicle there, this is not for you. This is not gonna create a follicle.
And it's not gonna bring a dead follicle back to life.
Right, because it's dead and it's gone. There's nothing there. That's what surgery is for, to transplant hair. But you don't have to pay the tens of thousands of dollars of transplant hair, because if you have thin, fine, baby fine hair there, thinning hair, we can stop the thinning and actually bring it back to life. So if you're in the blue there, gentlemen, come on guys, there are only 4 things you can do. Remember how I said there were 3 for women? Gentlemen have a fourth option, which is a prescription medication that can have side effects. It's a long story. I'm not a big fan of it, just because it's originally a large for enlarged prostate. It's finasteride, straight up, but it's a prescription.
Right.
But here's something that you buy once that you have to buy for the rest of your life.
That's right. You don't have to ingest anything. You don't have side effects
no
in that
injections
way.
in your scalp, no prescription medication that could have side effects. The FDA actually allows us to say low-level laser therapy has 0 known side effects.
Wow.
0 known adverse side effects.
Okay.
Look at the ladies real quick. Remember, typical, it's called androgenic alopecia, androhumangenic alopecia. You inherit it. Grandma had it, mother had it, aunt had it. Typically the part gets wider and wider. But here's the thing, Tamara, all those ladies, I know that picture looks like it's just bald head there, but it isn't. There's fine hair there.
Yes.
We know people, we've seen them.
Yeah.
You know, it's thin, it's wispy, they're giving up, they're wearing wigs. But take this, you get 6 months. HSN's doing an amazing thing.
Because think about this. Now, we talk about our extended holiday return period, but with this product is very unique, and it's one that it's the only one that we do it for. You have a 180-day trial period on this, 180 days. So if you want to get it home, because I do recognize it is a bit pricey, it is not something that's going to work overnight. You cannot wear it once. You cannot wear it for just 1 week and expect drastic changes. You need to continue to use it 6 minutes a day, every day, and start to see those results. And for those reasons, we want to make sure that you have a good trial period. So you have 180 days, you've got 6 months. And if for any reason you wanted to send it back in that time, you can. There's something else. After you saw the different hair charts for men and women, the question about lasers comes to, can everybody do it, or is it only for certain skin tones and hair colors?
Okay, so the FDA clinical trials, keep in mind there have been thousands of clinical trials on low-level laser therapy, okay? The FDA clinical trials were done on the skin types that you're seeing on your screen right there, okay? That's where the FDA clinical trials that have been accepted, that got this FDA cleared, this is who it's been tested on. I have to be honest, again, as someone who has sat with thousands of you, I have, and my colleagues have seen it work on all skin types for androgenic alopecia and other options as well. Keep in mind, here's what I say. If you're not sure, for any reason, you got 6 months, get it home, call your dermatologist. The biggest dermatologists, biggest plastic surgeons, biggest hospitals in the world use this for their patients. Just call and say, hey, I saw this guy on HSN. He says this is a real medical device. Is this true? Your dermatologist is going to say, good for you, go for it. Because doctors love this.
I say it's okay to be skeptical, but be skeptical with it in your hand. Continue to do your research and try it out for yourself. You have nothing to lose in terms of money back, because you've got that 180-day return policy, and it's something that you buy once and you don't ever have to buy it again. One other thing, and we're gonna go a little bit more in depth as well, is that it comes with this cap. If you have your favorite cap, maybe it was, you know, whoever just, I can't remember who just won the, you know, the World Series. But whatever, you know, whatever your team is, whatever your college team is, whatever your pro team is, if you have your favorite cap, take this one off and put that one on.
That's the real magic.
You put it on for
there.
6 minutes a day, nobody's going to know what you're doing. And that's what I like about it too, because nobody wants to talk about hair loss. So the last thing you want to do is have prescriptions all over the place and your treatments all over the place that kind of invites conversation. Nobody's going to know that you're treating your hair loss when they just see the cap.
Well, and you know, one of the things you're talking about in the medical industry is known as compliance. Compliance means you'll do it. The best heart pill in the world is no good if you're not gonna do it. That's the problem with some of these other things. One of them you have to leave on, put on and leave on twice a day, and people say it gets with my hair product, gets on my pillow. The other ones, you're gonna spend money on over and over again. That's a compliance issue here. That's why doctors love this. And we have a doctor that would love to bring in that folks know that can really talk about why doctors love this so much.
Okay, so let's listen to the doctor and give you a chance to go ahead and order yours.
My name is Martino Cardi, celebrity stylist. When I turned...
Oh, I thought...
Well, oh, that's okay. We'll listen to Okay, we've got the doctor ready. Sorry, we kind of surprised him. Here we go.
Okay, here we
My
go.
name
Dr.
is
Dennis.
Dr. Adrienne Dennis. I'm a medical doctor. I also have a PhD. 2 years ago, I began to see a profound change in the quality of my hair. I have started to use Capillus, and I find it effective. It is very important for me that Capillus is FDA cleared. You put it on your head, you turn it on, one button, and you're done.
This is what's so exciting. That's Dr. Dennis. You know her. She is very well respected in the home shopping world, and she reflects what so many doctors say. Doctors love that this is FDA cleared. Why? And then we're gonna go to Sonia to show you how to use it. To get an FDA clearance, you have to prove to the FDA 2 things. Number 1, efficacy through human clinical trials. Efficacy means effectiveness. So as Sonia pops this on this head, the FDA is saying this technology is effective. It will do what it says it will do. Now think about that. Don't take Barry's word for it. Don't take Tamara's word for it. Don't take Sonia's word for it, who, by the way, uses this in real life, bought it before she was even a model, which is super cool. Don't take Dr. Dennis's word for it. The FDA says this will do what it says it will do. And the FDA also says it's safe. You don't get an FDA clearance unless you can prove efficacy and safety. So how's it work? Sonia pops it on her head. She pushes one button right here. Bam. Treatment has begun. 6 minutes later, this will turn itself off. Sonia takes it, puts it on the table, under the table, repeats the next day, 6 minutes once a day, Tamara, and that's it. You've done your treatment.
And let me ask you, does it get hot? Does it heat up? Is it uncomfortable?
Awesome. Awesome question. Okay, so no. These are what are known as cool lasers. Can I lift this up, Sonia? Okay. See it on? Now see how it came off? There are actually sensors in here that when you put it on your head, it comes on, and when you take it off, it goes off, okay? It's just cool laser, so any heat you might feel, as I'm yanking on your hair, I'm sorry. We've known each other for a long time, she's awesome. Any heat you might feel is only like if you were wearing any baseball cap, okay? So they're cool lasers, no heat, no tingling, no sensation, but make no mistake, as we saw in that animation, those follicles are being treated by a real FDA cleared medical device. There it is. The follicles that would be getting typically smaller and smaller and smaller and dying until they were gone, they are being treated by this very specific color spectrum of light.
Right.
And the follicles are coming back to life. You're not only stopping your hair loss, as we saw in those before and afters, you're actually regrowing hair.
So as you're looking at this, you already know if you need this. You already know it because you've already been, every time you go to brush your hair or run your fingers through your hair or style your hair, you've probably been making adjustments because it's getting a little bit thinner. It feels a little bit finer. Every time you see hair in the brush, you're thinking, gosh, when is gonna be the day where I don't even need a brush anymore? I don't want that to happen for you. So as long as you still have those follicles, even if they're thinner, even if they're weaker, as long as they're still there, there is something you can do. It is not too late because once the follicle is completely dead, there is nothing that can be done in that respect. Try it out. Again, here at HSN, a place that you know and trust, you can use FlexPay. It's gonna be $283 on your credit card. You've got free shipping, and you've got 6 months to pay for that. You have a 180-day trial period. If you want to return it at any time in that period, so that takes us into, what is that, May?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
May of 2020.
Yeah.
So try it out. And if you want it to return it, you return it. But just doing nothing and keeping your fingers crossed and hoping that it stops is not going to stop it. Let me ask you a couple questions.
Yep.
I wear it for 6 minutes a day.
Yes.
If I wore it longer, would it help me faster?
No. So
I know somebody was thinking that.
Yeah. No, I love these kind of questions because, again, thousands of clinical trials. There's nothing exciting about a clinical trial. I can do a clinical trial on this table to see if it holds stuff.
Right.
But this is FDA cleared clinical trials. That means everything. So we know exactly what it takes to get the results you're seeing here, Daniel, right? Okay, 6 months. Here's the cool part. 6 months is how long you get to keep this.
Yeah.
Why? This is not a cosmetic, ladies and gentlemen. This is a medical device. We're talking about growing real hair. You've got to give it that 6 months.
Okay.
You're not gonna, I'm telling you straight up, if you're thinking, I want beautiful hair by Christmas, don't buy it.
Right.
You're not gonna have it. We're talking talking about growing real hair for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
That's huge, okay? There's Lester, 3 months. I like to show Lester because Lester has stopped the loss. Clearly, he's just now starting.
Yeah.
By the way, guess who's just where Lester is? Adam Freeman.
Yeah.
Did you know he's using this now?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he is officially on the record.
Yeah.
We introduced it on Amy and Adam Friday night show. He's about 3 months in.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're gonna track him. You know, again, Sonia over there, she was our model once, and she stopped me in the home. Goes, you know, I bought this. I used this in real life.
Wow.
So if I told you some of the plastic surgeons or dermatologists I work with in Beverly Hills and Manhattan, and their clientele, you would go, are you kidding? So look, I was just asked this question today. Yes, folks, some people use it as a beauty device. That's fine, but here's my passion, because I've sat with you. I know this is huge. This is an emotional toll on you that you are losing your hair. At some point in life, you have to understand that you're worth it, and it's worth taking that step because the medical community has advanced to the point where you can stop that loss and you can cause hair regrowth. I get it, you've given up, but here's the exciting thing. You don't have to. 6 months, no risk. I love that HSN is doing that.
No risk and all reward. I mean, you really do. And I know, again, I know it's a little pricey, but we did make it even more affordable. We took $300 off of the price. You get everything. There's nothing extra. There's nothing a la carte.
That's true.
Everything
Good
that you
point.
see, that's it. There's not even, you charge this up?
Yeah, you charge it like a phone battery. There are lights on it. It'll tell you when it's time to charge it again.
So you don't even need to buy batteries. And you even have interchanges if you are, you know, somewhere else and the plugs are different. Okay, so everything you need, and you even get the case to keep it in. Remember, okay, so 6 minutes a day, use it, see the results. Do I have to, what if I get my hair to where I want it? Do I have to use it for the rest of my life?
You do. All three of those. So again, remember, women, topical injections, this. Men, you have a prescription. All of them are a treatment. So it's kind of like taking a hard pill. Of course, not that serious. But yes, it's something that you do for the rest of your life, which is why something that you buy once and you do 6 minutes once a day makes way more sense than the other ones that you have to buy over and over again. Put a topical on, leave it on twice a day. Go injections every couple months to the doctors, take a prescription medication that could have side effects. It just makes the most sense. And in clinical trials, it just does amazing stuff.
And remember, you can share it. So you can use it, your husband can use it, your sister can use it, whatever the case is, 6 minutes a day, charge it up. There's one button, so you can't even do it wrong. And that's it. I want you to try it, I really do. And I do want to make sure you use the FlexPay, you get the free shipping, you take advantage of the 180-day trial period, and you go ahead and get yours and really start to see those results for yourself. All right? Barry, thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. You're very welcome.
And just so you know, this is the last scheduled presentation for the year.
People get bummed up because the price goes up.
That's right.
This is $300 off. I'm not supposed to talk about price. I don't with my people I meet with, but that's huge.
That it is. When Barry's not here, it's not a featured price. So I want to make sure you go ahead and get yours, okay? Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And I want you to stay with us as well, because we do have a new Today's